Woo! 34, 35, 36. Here we go. Find the slope. Find the parallel slope. Find the perpendicular slope. Alright, first of all, use the goddess equation. Y equals mx plus b. As long as it's in that form, then that's your m. So what's m? 4. Thank you very much. I'm here all week. Alright, now, next one. Find the m that's parallel to it. As long as it's in y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. Well, this is crazy. What's negative mean? M equals negative. What's negative? What's negative mean? What?
-1.
Oh, snaps, yes. There's really a 1 here. -1. Alright, now if they're parallel, that means that their slopes have to be the same. Does that make sense? They never touch. They're parallel. Okay? So if they never touch, then m has to equal m parallel. So m parallel would equal -1. It'd be the same, right? It would be the same. All right. Woo! So, let me give you a little news flash. If if L1 is parallel to L2, then M1 is equal to M2. What? Blow your mind. Right? Because what's going on there? If they're parallel, then the slopes are the same. They're equal. What is this jibber jabber? This is what we've been learning this semester. This is why we've been learning it. Because I just gave you a paragraph worth of words and I wrote it in a simple little line. And I'm going to go even further on this next one. Perpendicular. Think. If two lines are perpendicular, okay? They make a T, right? Okay? That means that this slope, if this slope is positive, then this slope has to be negative, right? Has to. If they're perpendicular. So we know that they're opposites. And not only are they opposites, they're inverted. They're inverses. What inverse means is that they're flipped. Right? The inverse of a fraction, let's say 3/4 would equal 4/3. That's not 4/3. 4/3. That's the inverse. Okay? So the inverse, okay, of 3/4 is 4/3. Now, if you have y equals mx plus b, then m is 1/2, right? The slope is 1/2. Okay? But if it's the inverse and it's the opposite, it's what we call the imperpendicular, is the opposite inverse. Okay? In other words, flip it and smack it. Imperpendicular would equal 2 over 1, right? You flip it, and then if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. And there you go. Okay? Now, for the rule, if L1 is parallel, or sorry, is perpendicular to L2, right? Then M1 is going to equal the negative inverse of M2. In other words, you're going to flip it and you're going to make it negative. Now, if it's already negative, then two negatives make it positive, right? Okay, so in other words, if M equals negative 3/8, M parallel would equal negative 3/8. But M perpendicular would equal what? 8 over 3. So know this, okay? So it's the opposite inverse. That's it. That's your rule. 3 points. What? They call me Curry. No? Okay.